It's Monday, brothers, and that means one thing. It's time to talk rumours. And as I'm recording this right now, we haven't had anything by Games Workshop put out right now on the Monday. Apparently, there are going to be reveals today. I do have a few predictions. We'll go over that. But also, we're going to talk about some big rumours as well. Guard, Knights, maybe even more Chaos stuff that people are talking about. Maybe more Space Marine stuff. Who the hell knows where this video is going to go? Let's jump in and let's get waffling. Please remember, as we always say, rumors are rumors, they're not facts. Everything I'm about to talk about, please take as a rumor. It's all lies. If you want to believe it, then believe it. If not, then no skin off my nose. So let's start talking new combat patrols, and I actually want to talk about a combat patrol that we've already talked about. I know, tongue twister, because of course today is Monday, and I think they are going to show off that Iron Warrior combat patrol that we mentioned a few months back. Remember, in that there's supposed to be a Warpsmith, there's supposed to be Terminators, there's supposed to be a squad of Legionnaires, and there's also supposed to be a squad of Havocs as well for the Iron Warriors. Now that's not the reason why we're talking about combat patrols, because again, we've already talked about that. The reason I want to talk about it is because I'm hearing you got to get even more Chaos themed warband combat patrols, and one of those is supposed to be Night Lords. Now what I'm hearing in the Night Lord one is a Chaos Lord with a jump pack. There's supposed to be a squad of Chosen, so 5 Chosen. There's supposed to be a full squad of Legionnaires, so 10 Legionnaires, and there's also supposed to be a Rhino in there as well, which is, it's a really, really odd choice, especially since they've just done like the new jump pack guys for Chaos. So I'm like, wonder why they didn't include that in the Night Lord combat patrol. If this is true, by the way, of course, rumors are rumors. If this is true, surely they would have put more jump theme models inside of that combat patrol, because that's how Night Lords do it, right? They strike from the skies, rip your skin off, and start wearing it as trophies, because there are a bunch of bloody psychopaths. So yeah, that is one of the combat patrols that I have been hearing. I am hearing that even more Chaos Warbands are supposed to be getting there, so it makes sense. Red Corsairs get one, you know, Alpha Legion, Solomon Akura, that's still out there at this moment in time. It all makes sense. Word Bearers, right? I know no one likes Word Bearers, only weirdos play Word Bearers, but Word Bearers, you know, it's all coming. It's all in the pipeline. Let's see what happens in the coming weeks, or should I say coming months, with GW. Now, another thing I want to talk about is the new Knight, because I keep getting a lot of questions about this. What armaments does it have, etc.? How big is it, etc.? What I've been whispered is that it's smaller than a Quest Storis, but bigger than an Armageddon. So it's literally in between. The way it was described to me, it was like it was a Heresy era looking version of a Knight. I don't know what they meant by that, but I've heard it has like bolt weapons, and it also has a melee weapon attached to it as well. If I'm not mistaken, it has multiple melee options that you can kit this Knight out with. Again, this potentially could be shown off today, Monday, if it's not already shown off as I put this video out right now, because the rumor is this new Imperial Knight is supposed to be the counter to all the Chaos, the Iron Warrior stuff that's supposed to be coming with the new Eye of Terror campaign book. It's supposed to be Iron Warriors. Maybe there's Vashtors in there. We don't really know about the story as of yet. But Knights are definitely going to be involved in fighting against the Iron Warriors. I have a theory that AdMech are also going to be slung in here, and they're going to play a big part in it, because robots versus Iron Warrior bots and stuff like that, you know, clash them together and everyone starts smashing their face. Hopefully there's a lot more stuff shown off. Hopefully we get a lot more shown off today, Monday, as part of that big Eye of Terror reveal that they keep yapping on about. And please remember, that is not the last book. I am hearing there's one more narrative book, and that is going to be the big one. That is called Armageddon, and there's supposed to be an absolute avalanche of releases coming with that book, which then connects to 11th edition. And this is where we start talking about the Guard stuff, because apparently there's going to be a lot of Guard stuff coming potentially around that. I just want to say right now, Yarrick, again, we've discussed this on the channel, that is supposed to be the main model dropping with that Armageddon campaign book towards the end of this edition. I do want to add towards this, because I get a ton of questions, are we going to get brand new Steel Legion models? As far as I'm aware, as far as the Whisperer is saying, no. There's no Steel Legion models, which to me is something which I just can't get my head around. This is the perfect opportunity to reintroduce a new guard, or should I say, reintroduce an old guard regiment, redone, rescaled, looking all amazing, along with an iconic character. But no, apparently GW not doing that. If I've heard right, I don't think they're going to revisit the Steel Legion ever again. Hopefully, fingers crossed, that is completely wrong, because for me, Steel Legion is one of the most iconic, or should I say, one of the most iconic guard regiments. I put them up there with like the Valhallans and the Praetorian Guard. To me, I absolutely loved them growing up as a kid. So hopefully in the future we will see Steel Legion, but for now, no. It's just going to be a new Yarrick that is the Steel Legion guy. I am hearing that there is going to be like a new Commissar model again coming out. I am hearing that there's supposed to be 2 new guard vehicles coming out. They're supposed to be like Scout-esque type of vehicles. I've heard 2 things about this. One is like a Scout tank, and the other is saying some type of half-track, wheels and tracks. Now, I'm not sure if they're the same thing, but let's just say for now, 2 new guard tanks, maybe the Scout, medium/light armored, maybe just to get you up the board, put some Dakar into some enemies, and get the hell out of there. But yes, a lot of guard stuff going to be coming. Who's going to be the opposition, of course, on Armageddon? Well, you guessed it, it's the Orcs. The Orcs are coming. The Orcs are launching the 11th edition box set. Again, all this should be announced next month at Adepticon. I'm not saying we're going to see the models, the announcement, probably the CGI trailer, just them saying, hey, this is the new box set that's coming out, this is the new edition coming out in the next couple of months, stay tuned. What normally happens is that they announce it at Adepticon, and then in the following weeks, we get to see it in like videos and breakdowns on YouTube. The following month, they're actually at UK Games Expo, where I personally think the Games Workshop are going to show off the box in the cabinet for everyone to see, everyone to look at, because it's just another big event for them to show their product off at the biggest UK wargaming event. So that's a timeline I think that's going to be happening, and every Monday until then is going to be like 40k teases and 40k just hype until we get that announcement of 11th edition. And just to answer some questions from last week's video, a lot of people asking me about Chaos Bikers. Chaos Bikers apparently are coming. That's got to be next edition though. A lot of people asking about Obliterators. Are they going to be showing off? Are they coming? I hope so. Again, there was other rumors out there that was stating Obliterators are coming. I haven't heard that from my whispers in the warp. All I can say is I hope it's true. I hope it's happening. I want new Obliterators, the new Mutilators. I liked them, so hopefully we can see some new Obliterators. So maybe it's out there, maybe it's not out there. I have absolutely no idea. Grey Knights, people, the Grey Knights going to be getting some love, Valrak. Yes, next edition. We keep talking about this. Grey Knight refresh is coming, but it's next edition. Apparently, how big that refresh is, your guess is as good as mine at this moment in time. And the last big thing, Kill Team Rumours. Is there any more Kill Team stuff, Valrak? There is a lot of Kill Team stuff. We've spoken previously about some Kill Team stuff. Exodites are supposed to be getting a Kill Team. There's a rumour about Grey Knights versus a Khorne Kill Team that we've discussed. I'm starting to hear a few more little nibbles at certain other Kill Teams. If you like fire, then get ready to embrace the fire, because that should be a fun Kill Team if that turns out to be true. But yeah, the Kill Team stuff is probably going to be next edition now. I'm going to say next edition. I don't mean next Kill Team edition. I mean next edition as 11th edition, and they'll start releasing Kill Team stuff related to the narrative and the campaigns and stuff all around that, the stories and everything like that, all around that edition. Anyway, that's enough waffling. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. This may be one of 2 videos I put out today, depending what GW shows off for the Eye of Terror Crusade of Iron. Apparently that's what the book's called. Crusade of Iron. Crusade of Iron. The Iron Warriors crusading. Where they're crusading to the toilet. Bunch of absolute Perturabo pillow losers.